London, Ontario, the west side. All right, so this video, like we've already done east and we've done north London. Okay, this is a map tour. We're gonna go street by street, area by area, and explain to you the different areas of London, Ontario. Super helpful, I'm told, for people moving to the area or just trying to get to know London. Okay, so this is anything south of the Thames River, you see here, but on the western half. Okay. This is one of the safest areas of London. We will look at the cheapest homes that you can buy that are in awesome school districts, okay? In fact, there's one specific neighborhood on this list where like every school near you, it doesn't matter where you buy, every school near you is a good school, okay? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna look at mansions like this, and we're gonna look at like affordable homes like this. We're gonna look at neighborhoods with great parks and great schools and all that stuff, all right? Let's go. Okay, first up is Riverbend. Okay, so do you see here where the river bends? That's Riverbend, this area right here. Okay, so to the north, you get homes that are like 20 years old. They're really nice, I like them. And then below Oxford Road down here is where you get a lot of brand new homes, okay? Both townhomes, and then we're also gonna look at, there's like $2 million homes in this area. Okay, so let's start up here, north of Oxford Road, okay? There is a golf course right here, a beautiful private club called the Riverbend Golf Course, all right? There is a little neighborhood of homes that back onto the golf course. These are land lease communities, so you don't own the land. If you want to live there, you can get like townhomes that are selling in there for like $725 right now, and it's a gated community. No one's getting in except people that live there. The rest of this area is detached homes that sell between $1 million and like maybe $1.2 million, depending on the size. They're really beautiful, especially the Hunt Club West subdivision. So this section right here, I really like these. They're beautiful homes. They're about 2,500 square feet. So they're big, but they're not like crazy massive. And like I said, like you can pick a lot of them up just over the $1 million mark. If you look over here, so off of Shore Road, you actually have some newer townhomes that were built, and these sell around the $700,000 mark. Because they're new, the condo fees are like $115 a month, so it's not too bad. They have en-suites, washrooms, walk-in closets, all that. They're really nice inside. By the way, this is an important note for you, okay? Almost all townhomes in London are condos. I don't know why they do it that way. It's not like that in other communities, but most of them are condos. There are a few, and I'll show you one coming up that's freehold townhome, relatively new, no condo fee. But most of them will have a condo fee, and most of them are going to be around the $115 mark per month for a new-ish townhome. By the way, my name's Ryan. I'm a real estate agent in the London area. We will talk about school districts and parks on the way. If you need any help moving to the London area, I help people move here constantly from other parts of Ontario. London is growing quickly. If you need some guidance, that's my phone number right there. Feel free to shoot me a text if you're looking to purchase a home in the London area, or call me and we can chat. The only other thing to mention before we move on is the West 5 development. So right here, you get this trendy new area called West 5, and they aim at sustainability. So every building has solar panels on the roof. There's condos right here with commercial district underneath, but they're aiming at walkability and sustainability. There's a nice park right here with a little performance center for like summer concerts and stuff like that, and there's lots of townhomes and condos in this area as well. Okay, so do you see Oxford Road right here? All right, so let's talk about below Oxford Road, because most of it above Oxford Road was 20 years old. Down here, this is all new, okay? There's large homes, and then there's townhomes as well. So, do you see this big forest right here? There's walking trails and stuff through here, deer, turkey, all that sort of stuff. The homes that back onto this are almost $2 million. So this one right here is actually for sale right now, and they're asking right around that $2 million mark. It's a beautiful home, but they're not all that big. So if you look at these streets here, like Trails Way and Boardwalk and all that right around here, you get homes like this. You know, this one is for sale for $1.3 million. I think that's a good representation of the type of home that you do find in that area. Okay, now in the same area, but a lot cheaper, is the townhomes. So ones like this were just built. They just finished them, and they're around that $700,000 mark. Again, condo fees, $115 a month, just because they're new. Okay, now I promised you a townhome that had no condo fees. So in this exact same area, you see these right here. These are some of the few that I know of that have no condo fees. They're just built. They're pretty new, pretty modern, come with a garage, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, including an ensuite. And these also sell around the $700,000 mark, but no monthly fees. I'm going to do parks, I'm going to do schools, and then we'll move on to an area just below this, okay? Okay, schools is important because London has a problem. We're growing faster than we can build schools, or at least faster than they have chosen to get their butt in gear and build schools. So a lot of them are full. So what you have is holding zones. You might live in a nice area, and they might say, hey, you can't go to school in this area. We're going to bus your kid across town to maybe a not as good school. That is a true story for other areas in this video that we're going to talk about. But for Riverbend, it's not bad. The school nearby is the Lambeth school that you're supposed to go to, but that's full. So your holding school is in Byron. I believe for most of Riverbend, it's Byron Somerset, which is a great school. So it's good for you. You can't go to the good school that's in your district. Instead, you go to a just as good school, even closer than the Lambeth school. So that's a good situation for you if you're buying in the Riverbend area. Within the next 5 or so years, they're building 2 new schools. One of them is in North London, and the other one is in Lambeth. Both of them are like $30 million projects, and it's going to take a while. It's going to take years. But when they're done, one of those 2 schools you will be in the district for. But again, it's going to be a good school, most likely. So that's not a huge problem for Riverbend. It is a problem for another area we will talk about in this video, okay? Okay, and last but not least, parks. Riverbend is good for parks. You got a few around. First of all, you have 2 forests that you can go hiking in. One of them is Cairns Woods up here, and the other is Warbler Woods down here. Between the 2 of them, you got like 20 kilometers of hiking trails, I think, something like that. That's pretty nice. You also have the big Riverbend Park up here. This has big open green spaces. This has soccer fields. This has basketball courts. This has got all the stuff the kids would want to play. And then you also have just an open green space right here. And then I already told you about this here, the West 5 Park, which has like a summer concert area. So that's cool. Lots of parks in the area. Up next, we have Byron. Take your map, go right here, click Byron, bada boom, bada bing. You're looking at Byron. This is an area where you can get $3 million homes, or you can get homes like this, which are like $600,000, and you're going to be in an awesome school district, no matter where you buy in Byron. So this is why it's really good for people that just want to get into London, get into the housing market, and get into a good school district. This is a wonderful spot. There's also one of London's best parks nearby. We'll talk about that. Okay, let's go. All right, so first off, we'll talk condos, because that is like the cheapest thing you can buy in this area. Do you see this right here? This is London's biggest park. This is Springbank Park. You have kilometers of paved paths, open fields. There's some play gyms there, and there's Storybook Gardens, which is like almost like a little amusement park for kids. It's great in the summer. It's beautiful in the fall. Looks kind of ugly in the winter, but so does most of Canada, okay? Now, there are condos all along Commissioner's Road right here that are kind of overlooking the park. These are a great spot. Like, if you're looking for a condo, these condos will put you in the Byron Northview Public School area, which is a fantastic public school located in the north half of Byron. So we're going to range from like $400,000 to $800,000 for a condo unit, depending on the size, depending on the view, and depending on the building. So look at this one. This unit is without a view. It's sold for $425,000 at 1180 Commissioners Road. So the building 1180 is definitely an older building. They're going to be a little bit cheaper in this one. The amenities aren't amazing, but again, I'm showcasing this because of the location. 1200 Commissioners Road, much different. This is the party room. This is the parking lot. This is the unit itself. It's sold for over $600,000. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, including the ensuite. The unit is bigger than some of the houses we're going to show in a little bit here. Actually, you know what? Let's just jump right to the homes right now, okay? So we'll start with the cheapest, and we'll work our way up. So most of this section of Byron, north of Byron baseline, has small starter homes like this, okay? Fantastic for someone with 1 or 2 kids or a young couple who just wants to get into the housing market. This is a perfect amount of space. They're about 1,000 square feet. Some have a garage, some don't. That will obviously affect the price. And then again, it's close to Springbank Park, and it's safe, and there's great schools. I think this is a good example. This was a nice little house, maybe a little out of date inside, but a really, really nice yard. 4 bedrooms in total. This sold for $600,000. If they're really nice, like this one right here, and they have a garage as well, they can sell around $700,000. And then something like this, which is still great, but had less curb appeal for sure. This sold under $600,000. This is the cheapest you're going to get a house in this area, but it's good because that's only slightly more expensive than that same house, but in a different part of the city with worse schools. So, I mean, my choice would be Byron definitely over some other places where you can get a house at this price. Okay, we're going to move south of Byron Baseline and look at bigger homes in a sec. First, though, I want to show you this one little section called Warbler Woods over here, okay? Remember, we already talked about this forest right here when we were talking about Riverbend, but there's homes that are 30, 40 years old, really big, beautiful, majestic 2-stories that back onto this wooded area all along these streets. In fact, if you go for a walk through these streets, kind of when the foliage is dead in the winter, you can kind of see back onto these homes. Really cool to back onto a forest. This one right here is for sale right now for like $2 million. They're not all that big, okay? You can get smaller ones for just over $1 million, although none have sold recently, so I don't really have much to show you. Okay, so this is Byron Baseline. South of this street, you will either be in Byron Somerset School District or Byron Southwood. Both are awesome schools. You cannot go wrong. I'll get to parks in a second as well. The bulk of this area is going to have homes like this right here. This is a 1980s 2-story. Or you can find bi-levels that look similar. They're in good shape. You're looking at $750,000 to $800K. There's also 2-stories that sell for like $900,000 to $1 million like this one. Over here, you have Wickerson Heights. This is a little bit more modern, and they sell over $1 million. And Optimist area down here, this is great. These are like 20 years old. This is what they look like here. And they're selling like $800,000 to $900,000 a lot of the time. Again, prices change constantly. So if you need more updated pricing on what things in London are selling for, that's my phone number on the screen. I sell real estate in this area for a living. I know what I'm talking about. Feel free to give me a call. Okay, parks. Byron has great parks. I've already mentioned this Springbank Park right here. This is an absolute beautiful park. Over here, I already mentioned Warbler Woods, big forest that has deer and stuff running around in it. And then you have Optimist Park down here, which has baseball diamonds and soccer fields. And then it's not technically a park, it's a business, but you also have Boulder Mountain in Byron right here. So it's a ski hill, and they have tubing there as well. A lot of people in the area, they'll just buy their kids like the year pass, and you can get like a weekend pass or a weeknight pass or whatever. And after school, they just go ski for the afternoon. They can make snow in 20-degree weather. I know what you're thinking. They can make snow almost regardless of the weather, although it's obviously better a year like we had last year, 2023, when we had snowstorms and lots of snow. 2024 has been really warm. All right, Talbot time. If you go below Byron, we're going to work our way down to the highway now. This section right here, you click it on your map, this is what they call Talbot. The 401 is nearby, which is so handy, because in a city without an expressway, being near the 401 means you can just drive down to the 401 and shoot across the city really quickly, okay? And you don't have to worry about red lights all the way. And it seems like anytime you're driving in London, you're stuck behind a guy trying to turn left or a guy trying to turn right, and you just constantly stop, go, stop, go. It's annoying. The highway is a better way to go. There are 2 developments in this area, okay? So number 1 is this area right here, this right around this semicircle. There are some new builds in this area, but most is around 2000 to 2015 built in this area. It's a nice little spot. And then down here, this is the new Silverleaf development. These are brand new, and they're much more expensive. So Settlement Trail is the main road here around this semicircle. You get modest 2-story homes here. A lot of them aren't that old, and they've been well taken care of. This guy right here sold just under $1 million. And this one right here, around $900K. So schools, again, this is important, right? So your school district here normally would be Lambeth Public School, but that school is full. So instead, they're going to send you to Westmount Public School up here. That's not bad. It's not a bad deal, okay? So Westmount, this is the rating from the Fraser Institute. It's ever so slightly above average. There's no problems with going to a school like that. Down in the Silverleaf area over here, the new one, that's different, okay? As you drive through these streets, there are large, beautiful homes that are recently built, some of them well over 3,000 square feet. They range from $1.2 million all the way up to around $2 million. This guy right here, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 bathrooms. It's a big house. Sold for $1.35 million. Okay, now schools. Okay, I told you there's a problem here. Again, Lambeth School District is where you should be going, but it's full. They've chosen to send the people from this school across town to Nicholas Wilson. Okay, it has a 3.8 rating from the Fraser Institute. 6 is the Ontario average. This school, the students don't do. The students consistently perform below average on province-wide testing, is exactly what they're telling you by that score. Now, like, I'm sure you get out of it what you put in. I'm sure there's still good teachers trying to teach your students, but I'm just telling you, the school doesn't have the greatest reputation. And so these people bought like a $1.35 million house, and then their kids are going to a school district that is below average. That's not the best situation. All right, speaking of Lambeth, let's move down into the Lambeth area. So it's literally right below Talbot, slightly closer to the 401. Listen, between you and I, there's no bad area of Lambeth. Lambeth is a really nice place to live with affordable homes like this or big, massive homes like this. It's got great parks, and it's really close to the 401. So Lambeth kind of feels like a small town just outside of London, and the reason is because it used to be a small town just outside of London. It is now officially part of London, but they still have Main Street and little businesses and looks like a little town. It's a really nice area. Do you see this here? So this is the main bulk of Lambeth. The first half here is going to be the most affordable homes. For small homes like this, 3 to 4 bedrooms, finished basement, you're paying around $600,000. Okay, so this is one. This sold just over $600K, and then this one sold for about $650. Now, if you go a bit lower, okay, look for Outer Drive, this area right here. Now you start to get homes like this, okay? These are big, with bigger lots than you find most elsewhere in London. I mean, you're talking 100 feet wide on some of these, and really deep lots as well. These will sell for over $1 million, especially as you get to the golf course. So, Kirk Street, these right here, they back onto Green Hills Country Club. These are really pricey. Between you and me, these streets around here, okay, these are some of my favorite streets in London. These are really cool homes. The style of the 30 to 40-year-old like luxury homes, I really like better than the modern luxury homes. I don't know why. Unfortunately, though, a lot of them are dated inside because they haven't been updated. We're going to talk about the schools in Lambeth in just one sec. First, though, I got to tell you about north of Main Street, okay? So right now they're building over here off Campbell Drive. You get a lot of 2 stories listed for about $850 right now. Down here off Campbell, there is a development only a few years old. These sell around $1 million, and there's a nice park at the center. Okay, this is kind of what it looks like right here. Then this part up here is my next favorite part of Lambeth. All right, so this is off Colonel Talbot, almost in the Talbot neighborhood. There's Clayton Walk and Diane Crescent, like all this area right here. These are beautiful homes. I really like them, and there's walking trails nearby. They're a little more modern than the ones by the golf course. Early 2000s, most of them were built. So they're looking at 20, 25 years old right now. $1.2 million to $1.3 million is a common price range for these big ones. Also, some of them back onto a forest. This footage is before the trees bloom, so it's like gloomy and it looks ugly, but it's actually really nice in the summer, okay? This one sold for about $1.2 million. Okay, schools. Lambeth Public School, we've already mentioned it in this video. It has a rating of like 8.1. Great school. Problem here, it's full, okay? You already know that if you've been watching through this video. So instead, your kids are going to go to Westmount Public School. That's not bad. Like, it's not quite as good, but it's got a 6-point-something rating from the Fraser Institute, which is at the very minimum average, but slightly more than average. So it's not the end of the world. As soon as that new Lambeth school is built, they will put your kids into it. Okay, last but not least, let's jump into Westmount. So back up here, this is the Westmount area, okay? Westmount's always been known as like a nice place to live that isn't outrageously expensive. Of course, the caveat is it's 2024 and everything is outrageously expensive. However, not as much so as other parts of London. So a quick breakdown on how this area works, okay? The area between Wonderland and Warncliffe has many homes like this, 2 stories built in the 80s or 90s. These can sometimes be surprisingly affordable for the size. Look at this one. This house sold around the $800,000 mark. It was 2,200 square feet, but the basement was unfinished. So I guess that's the caveat there. North of this street here, Viscount, there are more homes that are older and smaller. A townhome like this will sell for like $450,000. Okay, now over here, this is like the main bulk section of Westmount. This is where the movie theater is, the mall, the school, new homes like this, and small older homes like this. Okay, you see Cranbrook right here? It loops around the area here. So this section is the older part, and this section is the newer part. Both are nice. Both are great spots to live, but there is a price difference here, okay? So over on the west, the new section, you get large 2-story homes, like 3,000 square feet, well over $1 million. Okay, there hasn't been any that sold recently to show you, but this one's for sale right now. They're asking almost $1.5 million. Okay, this is about as expensive as you get in this section of Westmount. If you follow Cranbrook to the east, it gets to a little bit more older and a little bit more affordable. Okay, these are like 1970s. There's a ton like this one here in this area. Beautifully updated inside, sold for $800,000. This is the exact same style, but not as well updated. It sold for $75,000 less than that last one. Most of this section of Westmount is like 70s, 80s built homes, and as you can see from this footage, not all of them are 2 stories either. So if you need something a little smaller, you can find it here. This is where the school is and the mall on your map. They're right both in this area. So first, the school. Westmount Public School has an average rating from the Fraser Institute. So Westmount Public School, good spot. The problem more is the high school. It's Saunders Secondary, which is not the worst high school in London, but it doesn't have a great reputation. I went to a high school that was worse than Saunders, between you and me, but it doesn't necessarily have a great reputation. So that's just something to consider going forward. Back to the map, Westmount Mall is right here, okay? This is like your neighborhood mall, like not like the big one you're going to go to when you want to go Christmas shopping. This is like the little mall in your area that's got like the grocery store you like, and like for some reason office space is in there. You know what I mean? You know those little neighborhood malls that don't have much? That's what this is. But its main draw is it's got the Cineplex in there with the big leather seats that recline, and they'll serve you beer while you watch the movie. That's this movie theater. Okay. Also, the Super King supermarket is the supermarket you go to get ingredients you can't find it's like ethnic ingredients. Like I make a lot of Thai food. I like to go there to find things I can't get at Metro. Okay. So those are like the 2 main draws of this mall right here. Okay. Last but not least, I really want to tell you about this because I love this section of Westmount. Okay. Up here, north of Commissioners, below Springbank Drive. This is like a little luxury suburb hidden by trees. A lot of people forget about it. They don't even know it's there. But yeah, there's awesome homes in here. Like this one right here is surrounded by trees and is currently for sale for like $1.8 million. Okay? This whole neighborhood is up on a hill that kind of overlooks sort of Springbank Park, but also like a golf course over here if you take the drone. Again, I gotta warn you, my drone footage is from the winter, so it sucks. Okay, I wish that I got more back in the summer because it would be a better video for you. Okay, but this is a nice area. Look at this street right here. Dawson Ave and Woods Edge right here. These are great streets. Okay, this one right here sold for like $2 million over a year ago. It's probably worth more now. And these homes, these are all beautiful homes on really large lots. Like they're very wide. So it's nice. You're not like right up on your neighbor and stuff like that. These are just beautiful areas, and I really like it. And you'll drive by it without even really realizing it because it's just surrounded by trees. Oh, one more quick thing. A little bit over here, there's a few streets like by Rosecliff Terrace and its side streets that come off of them. These are expensive, but they're much cheaper than what we just mentioned, okay? Homes like this usually sell for like just over $1 million. There's not much that has come up for sale recently in this area, but they're really nice. So I think that's where I'm going to stop this breakdown of London, okay? We've done east, we've done west, we've done north, okay? So up next, at some point, I'll do a South London video. If you need help moving to London or you want more clarification on anything we've talked about, that's my phone number right there on the screen. I sell homes in this area. Unfortunately, I don't do rentals, okay? Some people call me about that, but I do sales. So if you're looking, or if you just have a question, feel free to text me with a question about London. I got no problem with that, okay? That's my phone number. Thanks for watching.